On to the next spot.
On to the next stop.
Guys, our crew's getting so big. We're rolling 2 taxis deep now to go to the next town.
Right now we're in a taxi heading to Sapa.
The good thing is we're listening to some fire jams.
Yeah, it's
like
great.
The best Vietnamese music we can get. It's kind of incredible.
I mean, the best music ever, basically. Do you think they have aircon in this car? Yeah, that was really great.
We just passed this part of the road that just had like a rock slide. We saw 2 bikes fall with like people on them.
Like Vietnamese people.
Yeah, and that was just like in the 1 second that we were like passing by. And imagine how many people fall through that crack all the time. So the reason we didn't actually stay in Sapa and why we went north to Tavan is because although Sapa looks really beautiful, it's really touristy and it does kind of have a European vibe. And I'm really glad we did because it was really cool to get away and just go somewhere that was way more quiet, way more chill than where we are right now. It's one of the more authentic, really good restaurants that I've been to. They had authentic pho that made it way too spicy, but it's fine. You wanna say hi? What's your name?
My name is Suva.
Suva?
Yeah, you?
I'm Stan. Nice to meet you.
Did you come here how many days after?
I'm leaving right now. I'm going to Hanoi. Hey guys, so we booked a bus to Hanoi and yep, keep on falling, yeah. On the bright side, we can lay down on the bus and that's kind of comfortable. Here's a quick guide on how to cross the street in Vietnam. You gotta just go and you gotta hope that everyone stops for you because there's just all this traffic coming from every single direction. You gotta just go and hope no one hits you. I'm so sweaty right now. We walked outside of our hostel and we got instantly soaked because the humidity sucks so much right now. I'm sweating like a hooker in church. If you wanna have a photo shoot just like this in front of a church, bring your sexy clothes, your heels, and get your church on. Just like Jesus would want. So I really love this city. Hanoi's really awesome, and the reason is you guys see me go on a lot of hikes. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. I go to the beaches. I love all of that nature stuff. Deep down though, I'm a city boy. I've been in big cities my whole life. I would never ever want to live far from a big huge city, if not in the big city. Every alley in this entire city has just tons of stuff. Like just look at this. Like just have restaurants upon restaurants and bars and all these shops. It's just amazing. Well, that was a very unique way to get on a bus. Taking this bus to this island right now. We're walking down the street and the guy was taking us to the bus and we thought it was gonna be parked there. The bus was literally driving by with an open door and we had to just hop on the bus. It may have been way cooler if we weren't holding like massive amounts of bags with us. So first impression of, no thank you. So first impression of Cat Ba Island. What is it?
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. It feels really touristy, but not touristy at the same time. It's weird, Fall. It's weird.
The weather is weird.
So here's a question you could answer in the comments below. It's perfectly okay to have a dessert followed by a dessert for the dessert, right? Not a bad person for doing this. Right, guys? Right? Say something empowering, or Fall, that will make my viewers, my subscribers, just aspire to greatness.
Gym, tan, and laundry. Every day.
If you guys follow or fall on his YouTube page, you should unsubscribe right now.
Don't do that. They'll actually do that. Don't actually unsubscribe. Stick with me.
My OCD is killing me right now. Why would they make it so off center? Why, Rafal? Why? I wanna like move it over. But here's something interesting you might not know. Do you know how Rafal and I met in the first place? So a little background. Rafal is my roommate right now. I live with 2 guys. I live with Rafal and his brother Luke. Basically, I'm traveling Vietnam with Luke's little brother, and that is the weirdest thing ever. Also, he's like one of my best friends now. Also really weird. Hey Luke, remember when we used to pick on Rafal and beat him up?
I do. I remember.
It just rained, and it seems to be watering the ground. Good morning, guys. Hey, I don't know what we're doing today, but the weather's not all that great, so maybe the views aren't going to be all that great, but I think we're going to go to some fort anyway.
This is an egg coffee. I have no idea what it's going to taste like, but I'm excited to try it. It looks good.
I don't really like eggs. Definitely don't drink coffee. Sounds like a mixture of just awful things to me. So Frall just had a question. We're making a question of the day. Would you rather be the smartest or the funniest person in a room?
Among a group of people.
I say smartest. Frall says funniest. This is a good place for rent scooter. Good place for rent scooter. Good place for rent scooter. Frall. Alright guys, our day's beginning. We just rented 2 motorbikes and we're about to party. Yeah. So know that I'm not from the US, but I'm a US citizen now. I've been living there most of my life. But it's really cool being in a country knowing that the US lost the war in Vietnam. It's like, man, these guys beat America. Man, they like this painting so much that they repainted it again, but with different colors. As an adult, sometimes it's important to remember that the floor is in fact lava. Luckily, we got these stones here. Now we're in some kind of military labyrinth. I'm not really sure which way to go. Left or right, Rafal?
Neither.
Neither? Okay, we're going up. This Vietnamese soldier is out there looking for love. That's all he wants. Just love. We were told that this beach isn't as cool. And if we walk up all these stairs, then go all the way around. Only then will we find the really cool beach here. So I'm really not one to mind a really super touristy area, but something about this place is just like a little too much. I think we're gonna jump on our motorbikes and we're just gonna go try to explore the island because I don't know how much time we have left here.
That's a photo.
Also, I'm on some big rock jutting out from the side of the cliff and I hope it doesn't fall. Alright, it's a little update. I take myself so seriously here sometimes. Alright, so here's the update, guys. Hey, what's the update, Fall?
I don't know. We tried to go see a cave. It ended up being too dark by the time we got there.
They wouldn't let us into the national park to see the cave. There was a cave in the Vietnam War that they put a hospital in, and it's all abandoned now, and it's supposed to be really cool, and we can't go there because the guy told us that the jungle is really dangerous to be exploring at this part of the night because the sun is pretty much gone. But we saw this bomb-ass road, and we're gonna drive it down there. Hi, guys. How come people don't want to say hi to me sometimes?
Because you're American.
Because I'm American? They look kind of American too. Alright, and in case you guys are wondering, this bike meets all...
Meeks? All the criteria,
I
maybe?
can't speak. And if you guys are, now that sounds unnatural. Now I'm just like going into a sentence while I'm laughing. No one's gonna buy that. Can't be that happy, guys. I can't be that happy, guys. I'm going crazy. I'm hungry. A little bit, yeah. I'm gonna start this over. So we just returned our bikes for the day, and it kind of made me think, nowhere in America can you go and rent a motorbike and just drive around with no international license, no license whatsoever, and no understanding of what the local laws are. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, like, we violated, like, how many laws do you think?
Every single one that exists.
Yeah, every single law that exists we probably violated. We almost got hit a couple times. Anytime we thought we had right of way, turns out we didn't. So yeah, thanks Asia for just not caring at all, because we want to just keep riding your bikes around everywhere.